So Corrie's here for diastasis recti, post C-section. So we've been working on strengthening her abdominal muscles. So the first exercises we did in plank are more of an isometric hold, where those muscles, they're not lengthening through the process. When we're over the med ball, she's gonna arch back and she's gonna have to lengthen those muscles and then shorten and contract. And the goal is, with good pressure management, that she won't put all of her pressure straight out through midline, she'll distribute it well. Basically, the muscles will do the work they need to do. She wore it because she knew you guys were coming in. That's perfect. They don't even have to advertise as pregnancy postpartum. She was forewarned and forearmed. Like how you wore a mama shirt today? Look at this. Let's start warm-ups. I think we're gonna go through, just so that we can follow like a pace. I think we're gonna go through like, I'm gonna have you do warm-ups and then we'll go through a lot of the direct ab stuff first. My person after you canceled, so we'll probably go through some of the barbell stuff too together, which will be good because we can get form check and stuff on it. That's plenty of time. Stars and marches. Yep. Do you want to do some of the hip flips? Yeah. And I'll get the kettlebell for the needle wall. That way we're all warmed up. Do anything fun this week?
Still, like he's standing.
And just not taking the steps. She has a 1-year-old basically that's like on the verge of walking. So they've been trying to encourage him to take the steps. That needle wall, warm up the ankles for when we get to squatting. A couple seconds in range, just to get a little stretch, but it's more dynamic. So we do these warm-ups partially because she does some barbell squats later. So making sure that like hip rotation and ankle dorsiflexion are warmed up and ready to go. Let's start with looking at planks, which I know have been challenging. So they look good. If we could feel like we can hold them for like 30 seconds today, we'll try doing something a little more difficult in the plank. Fun. I'm just looking to see if you get any of that low back sag from not being able to keep those abs on. Just neutral, like that. Yep. You don't have to look at me. Let's go into plank, and then what you're gonna do is you're gonna do shoulder taps. Don't start with your hands too wide or that's harder, so start with them underneath, yeah. Yeah, good. So you feel that rocking? So pretend that I put like a dinner plate on your back and you don't want to slide onto the floor. All right, so we've been doing the knees push up, eccentric. So now that we know plank looks better, like full plank, let's try going out into like that full plank. And I want you to be able to keep that back position as you kind of come down in the full plank. So like a lot of times one of the errors we'll see in push-ups is people just sagging, like they completely lose the body position. That was better. Did you feel yourself want to do the, yeah.
What am I doing?
A couple of different things. So that last one, you let your chest get ahead of your butt. On the ones before, you wanted to jack up into this position. So just try to keep straight body line. Lower the hips and the shoulders at the same time, same rate. That was good. The last like couple inches in the bottom, your hips stayed up higher than your shoulders, but it was pretty close. Okay. So let's go through and we'll do some of the more like through range ones. So we'll do your crunches over the med ball. So we get a nice stretch there, right? Good, that looks really good actually. So this one is a partial sit-up. So when you're in your last trimester of pregnancy, in third trimester, everybody, pretty much 100% of people by that phase the abs have to spread to make room for the baby. So you can get like a thinning of that fascia. And then when we do the check in here, we're looking for like tension through that midline. So with her, we're working on being able to generate good tension. Ideally, as they get stronger, we also get approximation. Depending on the width of the spreads, sometimes that happens more than others, but like pressure management has a lot to do with it. So if she's always just, when she takes her air in, always just pushing it out through midline, that's gonna put more pressure through that fascia area.
How do you feel?
I feel great. I feel lucky that I have you to guide me through this. For the last year, it's truly changed my life. So.
Yep, I know. When you're ready. So we're gonna start with like split stance, like press. Good, you got it. Yeah. Come in just slightly, like yeah. Good. How do they feel? And then do you usually do rows on here too? Okay. So just make sure you're over enough. So, already, you're here, get yourself more like here. like butt back. Push your butt back. Yes. And then you'll get more back and less upright row, kind of.
So like 90% of my weight is on my front leg, is that right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right here. Does that feel better? Yeah. So all of the literature is showing that our pelvic floor actually gets stronger in response to doing resistance movements. During pregnancy, your pelvic floor, whether you have a C-section or you end up having a vaginal delivery, your pelvic floor has a lot of stress on it as you're carrying that baby. So it's something we want to get stronger after the fact. Plus, new moms have to carry a baby around. They're often carrying a baby around in a carrier for a while and the baby just gets heavier. So strength goes a long way towards ADLs being easier, getting up and down off the floor with your toddler easier, carrying your toddler up the stairs. That was one of your complaints. So bring yourself in a little bit. I think you're just like too far back where you end up here. So like you feel like when you come up here, you're in line with your ear. Is that better?
I feel like it's harder to get lifted off from here for whatever reason.
You want to learn how to do a push press with it?
I do want to learn how to do a push
Okay,
press.
so.
Like a little higher?
Yeah,
I can
a
do
little,
that?
yeah.
That's allowed?
Now it is, because I told you to do it. Yeah. Good. Let's head over. We're probably gonna do, so we're gonna do your squats and then your deadlifts.
Too big? Just hang in there with one arm. That's impressive. All right, what else do you got?
Corrie, those might be the best squats I've seen you do. I need to get Gary here more often. Your depth's getting better there too. Do you think it's the hip openers and the knee?
I think it's
Okay, knee to wall. So we're going up to 25s then? Do you want to add the 2.5s?
Yeah.
Okay. And then maybe for confidence after this set, we'll do a 2-repper, just add the 5s instead.
For me.
Yeah, just for confidence. I think that was more convincing than the last set too. That looked easier, didn't it?
It felt like
It looked easier. Yeah, you're kicking butt. And our goal is 2 to 3 reps. It's just a confidence builder, so you can, if you get through 2 and you feel like you got a third, do a third. But if you get to 2 and you're like, that's it. You need some back slaps. Perfect. That was good. I think you might be able to hit 8, to be honest with you. That was good.
Thanks.
I think you probably could do your top set. Maybe not quite 8, but 6 maybe with these. Because the 4 didn't look bad. All right. Good job today. Thank you for letting Gary and Kevin hang out with us. Oh, you made one for that? I feel like the mic'd up sessions are the most fun in front of the camera compared to other things. But maybe that's just me. See you, Corrie.